I think
It's the Chicago Bulls and the Portland Trail Blazers. And in Chicago to start out, let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Charles Oakley out there with Lister, and there's Hodges, then it's Wallace, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot.
straight rim rocker.
It looked like it break for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Stoudemire kicks to Smith. Knocked away. Hands on the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Stoudemire kicks for well. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes the ball. Over Oakland. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On defense, the Trailblazers. Smith with some nice D. And here's Portland. Barrett for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Hodges next to Wallace. And there's the pass to Hodges. Back to Wallace. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Oakley. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And a wide open look for Jordan. It's good from long range. Jordan's got some.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Sabonis with the bucket. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Chicago shooting their first free throws of this one. And he makes the first. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Feeds it to Stoudemire. Picked away. Here's Hodges. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this high.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Jordan, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Portland called for the foul. The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 9 points. Poked away. Bosch, a screen on Hodges. Here's Wells. Pass to Sabonis. Bosch, the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Wells. It's over the rim and out. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. To the inside. Lister, that's good.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still another game to play.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And with the time running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Well, yeah, Greg, you're exactly right. High percentage shots. That's the important thing. No hero basketball. Nobody playing out of control.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He doesn't get the second one.
Man, they are just living at the line.
To the middle. Wash against Oakley. Passes to Jordan. Wolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good, Jordan. And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths. Either playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D-League, now known as the G-League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be only because there's such an international presence in the game. And that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can't see it being other paths to the NBA. But the NCAA is always going to be one in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams. And that's always going to be fun. Thank God for basketball fans and athletes. There's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Sabonis. Here's Stoudemire. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play change coming up.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw drops for Stoudemire. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Here's Hodges. The 7-footer Lister is there for the rebound.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Here's Sabonis. Stolen away. Here's Jordan.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
2 shots, gentlemen.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Yeah, and early on, doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Stoudemire dishes to Wells. Bosch passes to Wells. The Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Sabonis taken away. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Bosch, a screen on Lister. Here's Sabonis. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
So it's Portland now, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Ogman passes to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bosch. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending ball right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Hodges against Stoudemire. Let's go. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I love to hear his explanation. The coach right there, I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we enter the first quarter of play. Wolves lead by 16. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Trailblazers trail by 16. We've got Chris Bosh. He's out there with Grant. Anthony is out there with Sabonis. And it's Augman in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. That misses off the backboard.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but he made an easy shot 10 times more difficult by fading away. That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Yeah, I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Mahorn checked in for the Bulls. Watson comes in for Jordan. Shot from a low block. Mahorn. Caspi for three. Nailed from three-point land. Caspi's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. And Portland has possession. 19-point game. Pass to Grant. Bosh kicks to Anthony. Bosh, a screen on Johnson. They get it back.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Anthony, the pass to Augman. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
You can't find much better shot than that.
There's the pass to Lister, stolen by Bosh. Inside, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Checked in for Portland. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Watson and the Bulls with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 15. Smith with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's stolen by Johnson. Moving it up. Caspi passes to Lister, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Watson with it. He's against Smith. Here's Lister. It's all in by the Trailblazers. Sabonis has got his third rebound tonight. Johnson against Smith. There's the dish to Grant. There's a screen. Clock at 6. From about 16. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That's a tough size matchup there. He takes advantage of it from mid-range.
Watson kicks to Caspi. Pass to Mahorn. Back to Caspi. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, living up to his nickname.
Not trying to force anything inside. Ball gets kicked out for an open look.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Here's the screen. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Sabonis, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What's up? Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Johnson kicks to Watson. Over Smith. Watson's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 12. Now the feed to Anthony. In the corner, Smith with it. Sabonis kicks to Grant. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on C.J. Watson. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago on defense. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Augman passes to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And for 40. Here's Caspi. Passes it to Lister. And finished off by Lister.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 14. Pass to Augman. He's checking for Chicago. Here's Anthony. Tipped away. And on the way. Shot clock at 6. Over Johnson. That's short off the rim.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
Lets it go. Offensive rebound. Mahorn kicks to Johnson. Count it. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The pass to Ogden. Here's Sabonis. Here's Grant. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Then for the Bulls. This comes in for Cashley, and it's Jordan in for C.J. Watson.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Smith against Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. The shot from the low post is good. Jordan's got 25 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Pass to Sabonis. Loose. Here is Mahorn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kicks it to Oakley. And Charles Oakley up there with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Smith with it. He's picked up by Jordan. There's the pick. This one for 3. Grant. The putback.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Portland. Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first free throw is good.
He needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Trailblazers. Wells comes in for Smith. And a change for the Bulls. Hodges checked in. Screen by Grant. Ogman passes to Stoudemire. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Stoudemire's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
And Hodges kicks to Wallace. Dishes it to Oakley. Back to Jordan. Pass to Hodges. Feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Hodges. A 3 ball. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Hodges has got 5. Stoudemire. That shot off. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Rolls out front. Running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now,
Got Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action. Chicago is looking great right away. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. Their confidence continued as they ended up leading still by a huge margin at the end of 1. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They're not taking the soft approach to this game, fellas. They're playing physical. Just look at how many times they've gotten to the line by being active, driving the lane, and drawing contact. It's gotten them points at the stripe. It's gotten defenders off balance.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Here's Stoudemire. So for Chicago right now, we've got Wallace. Michael Jordan is out there with Hodges. Then it's Oakley, and it's Lister in at the 5. Here's Stoudemire, and it's off from 3-point range. Chicago leading by 21. Here's Jordan, and a dunk by Jordan.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Sabonis, defended by Lister. Bosh misses.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot off target with nobody near him.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Chris Bosh. And the first one drops. And so Jordan nails both of them. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. That's how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
This in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave the ball by itself right there.
Wallace dishes to Jordan. Another shot. Here's Oakley. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Portland called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Here's Smith. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Stoudemire attacking. A rebound by Lister. Lister's got his third rebound tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Hodges, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Hodges has got his third basket of the night right there. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what we've got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Stoudemire, the pass to Sabonis. Fades. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
But sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now the dish to Stoudemire. Bosh, the screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bosh has got 7 points.
And you gotta like the interior game of Bosh. Excellent at using that high release to get shots up and over the D.
They get the rebound. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance
And
opportunities.
Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
Brown is checked in for the Trailblazers. Caspi, he's checked in for Chicago.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bosh grabs the miss. Challenging stretch here for Portland. It's Brown with the drive. Smith outside. And 3 off the mark.
Well, you can't fault him for taking the 3 when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? Out with that emphatic slam.
Hey, Kev, I love the play, but you know what? Anyone at this level can throw it down on you if you hand it to him on a silver platter.
And taken away by Wallace. There's the pass to Lister. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 8 points for him.
And you love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Down low. Sabonis with the bucket.
Oh, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the fifth.
Smith against Jordan. Stolen by Bosh. Puts it up from 17. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Jordan. Wallace outside. Wells grabs the miss.
He's got to be wondering how he missed that. I mean, he had all the space in the world.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
That just shows great skill and creativity on the offensive end. Team's leading scorer tonight.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
The Bulls making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Brown outside. He feeds it to Grant. Snap. 5 on the clock. And taken away by Wallace. And the shot goes in. Wallace has got 5 points so far. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Grant, that's good.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Caspi. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Bosch. Grant at the elbow. He dishes it to Brown. Screen by Grant. Back to Brown. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. On defense, Chicago. Arcing shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. He hits both from the stripe. The Bulls leading by 21. Left side, Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Wallace kicks to Johnson. Here's Lister. Some solid defense from Bosch. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
7 seconds left in the third. Outside for Jordan. With 2 seconds left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Court action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Bulls leading by 21. We've got Chris Bosh. Anthony is out there with Smith. Then there's Grant, and it's Augman into the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony against Johnson. Pass to Augman. He kicks to Smith. The feed to Anthony. Bosh hits the pick for Anthony. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Anthony's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland. The try by Jordan, and the basket is good. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
From 12 feet out. And off the prime, and in it goes. And that's 11 points for Chris Bosh.
He's come out strong to begin this half and has really found his stroke.
And the basket by Johnson. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play. Anthony kicks to Smith. Bosh a screen on Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. And Jordan slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Watch the screen. Anthony. It's deflected. Wallace dishes to Oak. Mahor on the basket Wallace. Here's Jordan, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Portland the foul. And we know this league is enjoying great success. The Players Union going into last season created a program, Chris, to fund health insurance for all retired players with 3 or more years of service.
Well, I'm proud of our Players Union. I hope that other sports take lead. You know, you take care of those that come before you. That's one thing in the NBA we always know and the players will always respect. That's why it was a unanimous vote by the Players Association. It definitely is a proud moment. I'm proud of my NBA brothers.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Sabonis. Brown is checked in for Chris Bosh. Then for the Bulls, Askew comes in for Gerald Wallace. And it's Watson in for Johnson. Wing shot on the way. And Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
But it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Here's Stoudemire. It's deflected.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The shot by Askew, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. No return possession. Bulls on D. Here's Sabonis. It's rebounded by Mahorn. Mahorn's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A nice shot by Jordan.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Brown outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Brown sets a screen for Wells. Brown kicks to Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Portland. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. You know, if basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you know, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, you know, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. The culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the bench go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
Lister, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside. They're taking full advantage.
Kicks it to Brown. Passes it to Sabonis. Magnificent rejection. Here's Jordan. Watson up top. Portland grabs the miss.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Brown kicks to Brown. Back to Brown. Sabonis, the pass to Grant. And that one good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Back to Wallace. From the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Grant's got rebound number 8 now on the night. They get a hand on it and stolen by Jordan. Shoots over Brown. Here's Wallace. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And stolen by Jordan. Goes up. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
I mean, look, I was going to say, you're attacking on both ends, quickly going from defense to offense.
Brown kicks to Sabonis. The shot from the low post is good. Sabonis has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Here's Wallace. Offensive rebound. Lister, the pass to Oakley. And Charles Oakley out there with the slam.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you could expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Brown dishes to Grant. Got a piece of it. Jordan against Brady, and the dunk by Jordan.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Wells kicks to Sabonis. Hot loose. Here's Grant, and he makes good on the layup. Here's Chicago.
Get on Jordan! Get on Jordan!
Dishes it to Ogun. Chicago grabs the miss,
That was as easy as it gets. He needs to complete those looks.
and the shot goes in.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan knocks it out. Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 33. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
My guess is that they're just trying to avoid some monumental breakdown after having dominated up to this point.
Six-second difference between shot and game clock. They swipe it. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
But some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.